Welcome to Deep Roots, Open Skies, a podcast dedicated to exploring the defining moments that shape our lives. I'm your host, Lykesia. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Deep Roots, Open Skies. I'm Lykesia, your host, and today we're unraveling a mystery that's been on everyone's lips. Why are there more single men than women? And what does it mean for those navigating the dating world? Let's take a trip down memory lane, back to the days when love ballads dominated the airwaves and guys would literally serenade their way into a woman's heart. Remember those days? When men would sing about unrequited love, begging for a chance, a dance, a romance. But fast forward to today, and it feels like the tune has changed. Men aren't singing those love songs anymore. Instead, they're opting to stay single. So, what's really going on? What's the deal? There are 63% of men ages 18 to 29 who are single in the U.S. versus 34% of women in that same group. Some men are choosing the single life for reasons that are as complex as a good plot twist in a thriller movie or novel. First off, the pressure. Expectations on men have shifted dramatically. They're expected to be emotionally available, financially stable, and have a six-pack, both the abs and the beard kind, on a moment's notice, of course. It's no wonder some are saying, no thanks, I'm good. But it's deeper than just pressure. Many men are reevaluating what they want from life. The traditional path of settling down early isn't as appealing. Why? Because they're chasing dreams, building careers, and yes, enjoying the freedom of being unattached. It's a kind of independence, one that wasn't always available to men in the past. And with that, what about the women? They're not sitting idly by. Many women are thriving on their own terms, pursuing careers, education, adventures. They're not settling, and they shouldn't have to. But let's face it, this creates a gap. If both men and women are focusing on themselves, who's left to focus on each other? Now, back in the day, men had to work harder to impress women, to woo them with gestures grand and small. It was in the love songs, the poetry, the chase. Did men get tired of the chase? Maybe. They're tired of playing games in a world where the rules keep changing. And the truth is, many men feel like they're in a game where the goalposts are constantly moving, and they got to try to keep up. One day it's all about being sensitive and understanding. The next is about being ambitious and driven. It's exhausting. And let's talk about vulnerability that men have. Men are being asked to be more open about their feelings, but society still hasn't fully embraced this change. It's a contradiction that leaves many feeling stuck, opting out of dating altogether because they're unsure how to play their cards. But hold on. Let's dig a little deeper. What's beneath this reluctance to commit? For some, it's fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not living up to expectations, both theirs and others. And with social media amplifying every success and failure, it's like living under a magnifying glass. The pressure to present a perfect life can make the idea of a relationship with its inevitable messiness feel daunting. So what's the solution? It starts with honest conversations. Men need spaces where they can talk about their fears, their hopes, without being judged. Women need to continue asserting their independence while also being open to partnership that respects their strength. And we all need to stop romanticizing the past. It's easy to look back and think it was perfect, but let's remember that those love songs of desperation were about unrequited, often painful love, but it was oh so good, I tell you. They were about longing for something that wasn't always healthy, however. So here we are at a crossroads. More single men, more independent women, and a dating world that's more a maze than a straight path. But maybe that's okay. Maybe it's time to embrace the messiness and find new ways to connect that aren't about fulfilling outdated roles or expectations. To all the single men and women out there, keep owning your truth. Everyone's journey is different. If being single is your season, own it with the swagger of a guy who just aced his own job interview. No tie required, or if you're seeking a partner, make sure it's on your terms. Because ultimately, love isn't about fitting into a mold, it's about creating something genuine and real. Let's challenge ourselves to redefine what love means. Let's build connections based on mutual respect, shared interests, and the freedom to be ourselves. And let's not forget to enjoy the journey with all its twists, turns, and unexpected detours. Let's also consider the power of vulnerability. It's often seen as a weakness, but in reality, vulnerability is where true connection begins. It's about showing up as your authentic self without the mask and pretenses. When we allow ourselves to be seen, flaws and all, guess what? We invite others to do the same, and we're creating a space where genuine relationships can just grow. And as we navigate this new landscape of love, let's not forget the importance of self-love and self-care, being good to ourselves. Because loving yourself is not just a cliche. It's the basis. It's the foundation. It's about knowing your worth, setting healthy boundaries, and being your own biggest supporter. Because it all begins with you. So when you truly love and accept yourself, you're better equipped to love others without losing yourself in the process. In this era of independence, let's not mistake self-sufficiency for isolation. Yes, it's empowering to stand on your own 2 feet, but it's also okay to lean on others and to let others lean on you. You see, community, friendship, and love are not signs of weakness. They are the main ingredients for fulfilling life. And we need them all, don't we? And for those of you who are single by choice, embrace it. Don't feel ashamed about it. Don't feel like you have to have an excuse and a reason for it. Use this time to explore your passions, to travel, to learn, and to grow. Being single is not a waiting period. It's a valuable chapter in your wonderful life story. For those seeking partnership, be patient and open-minded. Love doesn't always arrive on a schedule like an Amazon Prime box or in the package you expect. Sometimes it sneaks up on you when you least expect it. It's not even planned. And in the most unexpected places, just be willing to take chances, to meet new people, and to step out of your comfort zone. Whether you're single, dating, or happily partnered, what matters most is finding what works for you and respecting the path others chose to take. And what they chose to take is their choosing, is their prerogative, their unique path. So here's to redefining love, to embracing our individuality and to finding joy in the journey. Let's keep our hearts open to the possibilities, because the best love stories are often the ones we write ourselves. Now let's delve a little deeper into the societal shifts that have influenced this landscape. You see, over the decades, gender roles have evolved significantly. In previous generations, there was a clear expectation. See, men provided and women nurtured. But today, those lines are beautifully blurred, allowing both men and women to define themselves on their own terms. You see, this change, this transformation haven't been without its challenges, however. As women have gained more autonomy, pursuing careers and passions once deemed out of reach, the dynamics of relationships have changed. So the playing field is more leveled, but with it comes the need to renegotiate what partnership means. For men, this shift can feel like walking a tightrope, balancing traditional expectations with modern ideals requires agility and awareness. See, the old playbook is outdated and a new one is yet to be fully written. But in this uncertainty lies opportunity. It's a chance to create relationships that are more equitable and fulfilling for all involved. And let's not overlook the influence of technology. You see, dating apps have revolutionized how we meet people instead of the face-to-face in person of traditional sense. So it's offering choices that can feel more liberating and overwhelming at the same time. Swiping left or right has replaced the serendipity of a chance encounter, but it also offers a broader horizon of possibilities. So the key is to use these tools mindfully, remembering that behind every profile is a real person with hopes and dreams just like yours. So as we forge ahead, let's consider what we truly value in relationships. Is it companionship, shared goals, or perhaps a mutual quest for growth? You see, by identifying what matters most to us, we can approach love with clarity and purpose rather than an adherence to outdated norms. So now more than ever, we have the chance to redefine love on our terms. It's a thrilling and sometimes daunting prospect, but one that promises richer, more authentic connections. So as you navigate your own journey, as I had always said, remember, love is not a destination, but a path filled with lessons, laughter, and growth. So whether you're forging ahead solo or with a partner by your side, embrace each moment with curiosity and courage. And finally, let's reflect on what it means if men are indeed avoiding love. It's crucial to address the underlying issues honestly and openly. As a society, we need to foster environments where men feel safe, expressing vulnerability without fear of judgment. Encouraging open dialogue can help dismantle the barriers that keep many from pursuing meaningful relationships. To those men who are hesitant, know that it's okay to seek connections and companionship without compromising who you are. See, love isn't about losing yourself. It's about finding someone who respects and values you as you are. For everyone listening, whether you're in the dating scene or observing from the sidelines, let's be allies to these changes. Instead of criticizing or misunderstanding, let's support one another in this evolution of relationships. Challenge stereotypes, break down emotional walls, and create a community where love in all its forms is accessible and celebrated. So by coming together to address these issues, we can redefine what it means to connect, making sure that love isn't something to be avoided, but something to be embraced, and joy on our own terms. So I want to thank you for being part of this profound conversation. I hope it sparks new insights and encourages all of us to approach love with openness and intentions. I want to catch you on the flip side. Keep your roots deep, your skies open, and your heart true. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Deep Roots, Open Skies. Until next time, embrace your journey and keep exploring the possibilities.